Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed in myself. I wasn't able to address the latest Bearable Guy clue sooner. I have to admit, I haven't been very close to my computer over the last little while, so I wasn't able to jump on this. Nevertheless, I gotta give credit to Sam I Am. He does a really good job at talking about this latest Bearable Guy Loadstar II clue that he posted on Twitter. Now, Loadstar, if you guys remember back on Christmas Day, I did a podcast version of the original Bearable Guy's Loadstar, guys. I will link it up here in the description if you want to just listen to that. Sam I Am does go over it as well. But in this video I did last Christmas, I do read the entire Loadstar for you guys to listen to so you can enjoy that, if that's your cup of tea. So Bearable Guy and Loadstar, what does this mean? Of course, he posts this on his Twitter page. First, we should probably address this here. So these Korean letters, or numbers rather, or letters spelling numbers out, apparently Bearable Guy has let us know that 111 is indeed some kind of connection to MoneyGram, and so that was the MoneyGram clue, obviously released before the MoneyGram Ripple announcement was released last week. He does put this video on his Twitter, and of course it leads to this here on Reddit Loadstar II. Guys, I'm going to read the full thing for you and just hit on the salient points for you guys. So, from the scriptures of Bearable Guy, Loadstar II. Hello, friends. Did this week give you the opportunity to step back and appreciate the bigger picture when it comes to what Ripple has been doing? A couple of Christmases ago, I told you that some great things were coming. Can you hear me now when I say that there are plans within plans within plans? It's been a tough journey on a wintry road at times, but the seeds that Ripple has been planting for years have sprouted, grown, and are starting to bear very colorful fruit. MoneyGram working with Walmart wasn't a convenient coincidence. It was purposely set up as a proving ground to test Ripple's tech. The rumors were flying, but Brad kept that ace up his sleeve and kept it close. On the 24th of January 2019, So It Begins was posted with the intention of highlighting the talks and rumblings going around the BIS and the upcoming meeting that would spell it all out for the world to see. 3 mountains with messages couldn't have been more blatant. As foretold, in May of 2018, the die had been cast as soon as Janitor or Ripple stepped into the river. And guys, these are referring to old Bearable Guy clues from last year. And so who's been here long enough to remember this when Bearable Guy set his Twitter profile with him holding the die and mentioning that the die has been cast. He now mentions it again. But let me continue. The BIS meeting of May 14th, 2019 was the day that Ripple crossed the Rubicon. The old kingdom was begrudgingly facing the fact that they had to change. The king, who is not AC, by the way, referring here to Augustin Carstens, was in the room that day and was quite perturbed. Help was needed, and when all eyes turned to Lagarde walking in with Brad on her arm like a prom date, Mazaru was kicked out of the chamber. How could everyone forget about that meeting so easily? The memories of the denizens of the internet is so fleeting at times. People are always asking me for answers. I can't give them so readily. I can only share some clues and breadcrumbs. Patience, my friends, patience. If I gave you all the answers, where's the fun and learning and all that? Instead of answers, let's try some questions instead. Who finally gave the okay to have a serious discussion in regards to crypto assets and its future with the central banks of the world? What news could have been running around BIS channels that would have the old kingdom so shaken? When will the central banks finally decide to do what they have to do in order to not be outdone by a multinational corporation that wishes to establish their own cryptocurrency that would circumvent the traditional towers of power? Where were Swift's solutions and presentation at the BIS? Why was Brad Garlinghouse sitting at the table? What happened after that meeting with the BIS on the 14th of May? Exactly 1 month and 1, 2, 3, so dashing those out, as Sam mentions on Twitter, days later on the 17th of June that had the banks and institutions scrambling to talk to Ripple. 1, 2, and 3 is quite fascinating. A lot of my clues center around 1, 2, and 3s. Some clues are never solved, and that drives the bear crazy at times. Some big ones have been missed. I tried to make them easier since coming back in December, but still, some are too difficult. 1, 2, and 3 must be some form of cosmic number. Perhaps it has something to do with the bear going to the moon. God bless you all, my friends. I receive so many messages and well wishes. I read them all. Remember, negative people will always try to tear you down and give you bad advice about things they know nothing about. Do your own research. Read from different sources and keep your eyes open. Dig and don't let your guard down. There are so many imposters and tricksters gleefully waiting for you to dump all your XRP when weak hands develop. I am one bear, not two nor three. The bear doesn't work with anyone except the bear. He will share what he can when he sees fit. BearableGuy123 only posts on Reddit via r/rippled, Twitter under BearableGuy123, and at 321 UgilBereb, that's BearableGuy backwards. For now, I am enjoying this party. Here's all to you good folk out there for striving for a better life. May good things continue to happen for us all. I hope you all are as happy as I am to bear witness to this great paradigm shift in the world of finance that XRP is in the middle of. The cryptosphere is still shaking to this day, and as you can evidently see, Ripple is the cause, and because of that, you should be ready. So guys, Loadstar number 2 from Bearable Guy. Just wanted to read that out. He does make some really good points here. And if you guys didn't notice, there were some italicized pieces in this thing here. And when you scroll down here, so this is the Bearable Guy thread here, and you scroll down, somebody actually highlighted that if you isolate those italicized characters, it converts to 111 was an anagram for MG, meaning MoneyGram. So I assume that's what this meant here. Also, Bearable Guy mentioning that the 111 MoneyGram here over the Korean characters, which were indeed posted before the MoneyGram announcement. Yet another prediction that came true. For those of you guys who are still doubting Bearable Guy, I seriously wonder about you. Anyway, let's go back here, Loadstar. And this text here is a link. Of course, it goes to this TickTock video. Sam goes through this as well. We are not amused. We need to find a partner that could lead and teach us how to utilize crypto assets to our benefit before the private sector, which is not regulated, overruns the kingdom. This partner would have to at least be working with a well-known worldwide entity before we could feel confident in proceeding. Anyone? Anyone? And then if you guys haven't seen this yet, oh, and by the way, there is an elephant in the room. I turned the volume off earlier, but there is TickToks as it plays. TickTock, TickTock. And so as we go through this, eventually the screen changes here. And so here, yes, we should be open to technology. And look at Brad Garlinghouse here, sitting at the main table. Brad Garlinghouse with that kind of keen look on his face. And then, anyone? Anyone? Yeah, I think I could help. Hold my beer. Alex, it's a go. That's the ace up his sleeve right there. And of course, Alex referring to the CEO of MoneyGram, W. Alexander Holmes. And he's been the CEO from January 1st, 2016 to present day. And so let's go back here, scrolling down here. So then this is the MoneyGram article here. So Ripple takes $50 million stake in MoneyGram in push to deploy XRP. And that was the big news we got last week. And so he continues here, I'm sorry, Mr. Ersic, you're just going to have to wait. And Mr. Ersic being the CEO of Western Union, and guys, as you know, MoneyGram and Western Union are rivals in this cross-border remittance space. Obviously, MoneyGram got to the table sooner. Big things are happening. Bearable Guy knew about it this whole time. And you know what's even better, guys? To be continued. There is still more to come. Guys, I'm so excited about this. Bearable Guy on the scene, letting us all know that we're doing the right thing. We're on the right path. And yeah, you know, sometimes it can be shaky in the crypto space, but we can't get worried. We just have to take a deep breath, keep hodling, and look forward to a bright future. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.